saying, you know.
What a flex that was right there. It's when I get tired, which is seldom. But when it does that, it's such a flex right there. You know what I mean? But whenever you
Just that I flexed.
like
I never flexed.
hey, we saw those bouncing on the air in school. We saw that popping off. Hard work in the gym. I mean, you talked about it. You ended 3 a.m. You started 1:30. But the creative process and not getting tired, you would think people you'd be worn out at this whole thing. But when you get past Stupendous and WrestleMania, how far in advance do you have to think for the WWE? What's coming? Like, because you change the game every time you get into it. And I talked about the metaverse and Mars and stuff like that. And Mars obviously not real. You don't know. We already know what I'm up to. But like the metaverse and things like that. How much do you have to think in the future while also knowing that the current product is what is going to get you there? Like, how do you do that?
You have to look at both constantly. You have to look at the big picture and the little picture all at the same time, constantly. Because you want to have an idea of where you might want to go, and you don't always know. But if something makes itself available, and with WWE, we can almost fit into anything. Because it's like it's in terms of a way we think, in terms of the structure we have, the marketing aspect, and especially our talent. Our talent, by the time they finish, they've graduated from, they have much better than a doctorate or a bachelor's degree, or they when you graduate from WWE, you know how to do. You know how to treat people. You show respect. Sure, you picked up on is respect is huge. Everything we do.
Yeah, it's big behind the scenes for everything. Everybody's known about it, but it's very real.
And even, from a standpoint, people understand how in the role position backstage, we hug each other, shake hands, all that kind of stuff. Well, the basis of that is that I'm going to the ring, work with you, and I want you to protect me. I don't want you to fight. I want you to my life, I can't continue my career. Respect factor you have for each other. Go out there and try not to maim each other. And come back and remember yourself.
Yeah, he jumped off. Yeah, that 20-foot. Where's your overall?
No.
Yeah. You got crowd, right? I don't want to do it. I apologize. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I must be insistent. No, I'm just joking. Okay.
Domino's is tipping you $3 to use on next week's order when you order carry out online or being your own delivery driver.
Okay, maybe the stream's not up. What the f-
You know, this is 3 billion swings, so this is a pretty...
Is it still glitching? Nope, it's... What? Is it up? Yes!
Every difficulty online in the game is over 800, and this is where...
Thank you!
And if you look at all of our numbers, BMI in the game continues, we actually look up some numbers.
Thank you! The game's not perfect.
However, we have a lot of new things to talk about. Show 22, so let's get to it. You said hitting and fielding. Let's go. Now this feature here is going to be very different. We're just
and fielding. Let's go. Now this feature here is going to be very different. Press record. We're going to talk about
chips and soda.
Everybody wants franchise.
Long conversation on gameplay.
Exactly, they're not.
Alright, so now we're going to start talking about some of the new features and changes and additions.
Sony doesn't want. Sony don't care about franchise.
We're talking hitting. We're going to start off with custom practice. What are you looking at, Kyle?
Yeah, Ramon. So first, we're going to take a look at a new addition to custom practice, which is fielding. We saw your feedback, heard your feedback, and
Who gives a fuck about custom practice?
and fielding was resounding.
Look at that. Everybody's spamming franchise.
Now we're going to give you two pretty cool options in there. You'll see on screen, player lock is an option now. Position, hit type, so you can practice at those player lock situations.
position you want, work on catcher. Maybe that's something you never wanted to try to show. Give it a try. Here we go. We're gonna see it on screen. Take the flag. Try some fun situations out. Practice calling pitches. Throws down first. That's pretty cool. Functionality you can see there. On screen, you're gonna notice on the bottom.
What the fuck was that PC? Dude, the PCI sucks in all these damn games. That's you. I don't know why anybody would. You don't use
Rob,
it
just shut the fuck up. It's your opinion.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I don't have to listen to your opinion.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Like everybody else does.
Half the time, your opinions are stupid.
Sure thing. Yeah, okay, buddy.
PCI, legit, most people that play this game uses PCI.
We'll learn how to play the game.
No, I'm not getting into this. That's how you play the game. It's the way you play the game is the way you play the game.
Actually, what I say does matter. Maybe not to you.
Tech mention is one thing, but like for me, a guy that gives up a lot of hits, I need to practice my defense. So
Maybe not to you. What I say don't matter, but some people, yeah.
And then also
Yeah,
I'll set up like gappers and
yeah, what I say is fact.
That's why I say what you say doesn't matter to me. It may matter to everyone. It may matter to other people. It doesn't mean it matters to me.
now to get fun, you can actually
Like my buddy mine. He said, what you say is fucking fact.
just by clicking
Yes, to him.
Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who's being baby back bitches and not listening to what you have to say.
No, I'm listening to what you have to say. I just don't agree with what you say.
And like we're playing right now, you can just hit random balls in the outfield. So if I'm looking at white balls, eventually you'll get a raw home run opportunity or something like that. You want to put it on.
Which I don't have to agree.
You can do that. You can practice robbing home runs over and over again. Or if you get a dive,
I still think you should.
I don't have to agree with everything you say.
skip the play if you don't like what's going on. You can move on to the next one. But what's really cool is you can repeat that exact play, practice that exact thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, giving you the ability to really practice those dives. If you can get a rob and run situation, you can just lock that hit in and keep practicing it over and over and over again. And I think that's going to wrap up the addition to custom practice in MLB The Show 22. All right, so let's jump on over to new difficulty settings.
Yeah, so you will notice as you're working your way through the front end and our new flow, you'll see that we got two new difficulties added. Those
Minors?
are minor now. And what those are is
You got the minors? What the?
data every year on our users' ability and the numbers that we're getting back, how you guys are hitting with your averages and on different abilities and skill levels, gameplay styles that we have. And we just noticed that with our whole new swath of users, which is awesome, that we needed some help onboarding you guys to our game, learning pitch mixes, getting comfortable with the speeds and the interfaces. So we added those two levels down at the bottom to really just help, like I said,
Oh, this dude said terrible game.
onboard even those users that are
If they get rid of Matt Vasgersian, it'll be a lot better.
Added two new difficulty levels, but we've also improved dynamic difficulty, right, Kyle?
Right, that's a really amazing option that I would suggest a lot of people, a lot of new users try out, is the dynamic difficulty option. That option gives you as a user the ability to start anywhere you want along our difficulty spectrum and set it to dynamic, and based on your results on field, it'll move you up or down and slide you and work you towards a higher or lower level. It's a pretty awesome thing to have, I
That's
think.
pretty awesome. Alright, MLB The Show 22, we're talking about all things gameplay related. We're talking changes, additions, and sometimes just quality of life fixes that go on within any given development year. So, let's jump into hitting. Lots to talk about, but we're going to start with dynamic PCI range, Pci Anchor, and talk about some other aspects of hitting. But Kyle, what is dynamic PCI?
So dynamic PCI, for those that aren't familiar with
They keep on
PCI, stands for
spamming.
plate coverage indicator, and that's when you're using the zone interface in hitting.
They keep on
And
spamming
so the PCI,
franchise.
if you're familiar with
Of course
that
they
game,
are.
21
They don't give a fuck about nothing else but franchise.
meaning you have the same contact size whether you're in the strike zone or whether you're on the outside, on the corners, etc. 22, going forward, that PCI now scales, which essentially shrinks the further it moves away from the zone. So as your PCI moves outside, you're going to notice a decrease in both the contact and vision portions of your hitting area. So what we're trying to convey here to you guys is we want you to be able to cover all the sides of plate, corners, edges, while
this dude
also
said
reflecting
PCI
ability
should
or
be banned.
inability for a batter
It's
to be able to
cheating.
cover those spots.
Cheating,
It's difficult to be able
Shut the fuck
to
up.
hit
Stop
that
being a little
pitch
bitch.
outside of the plate. So we're representing that by showing a decrease in zone. Same thing goes for inside and above.
Thank you,
and below the
somebody
zone as well.
agrees.
Also,
Rob, shut the
to
fuck
really
up. Stop
elaborate
being a
on it,
little
you know,
bitch.
We're making a video game, right? And
Yeah.
what the user
Only bitch I
doesn't
see is the
have
one
the
who's
ability
talking.
to do is move his batter around in the
I don't
batting box.
care.
But in real life, it
Setting you
happens
use.
all the time.
If it
Can
works for you,
explain
it works for you.
what the
Stop
difference
being a
is
little
and why we made
bitch and
these changes
complain.
and how it reacts to real life?
How
We're trying to
am I
Yeah, sure. I
complaining?
think this is good to clarify.
I'm saying PCI should be banned.
You know, we do a lot of things
It
that we do in our
should.
game. We try to
That's
keep
complaining like a
real
little
life as
bitch.
possible.
I ain't
Obviously, we don't have
complaining.
the ability to shift forward.
Yeah, you
and
are.
back. So as far as plate
No,
coverage,
fuck, I'm not. You
you're
think
pretty
I am?
much stuck with what we're giving you. So if you look at everybody's
Pulse
stance
should be
in the
banned.
box, everybody's back foot is going to be in the same position.
What's wrong with
Front
pulse?
foot might change whether they have an open stance, a closed stance.
You know what? I'm sorry.
wide,
Directional should be
narrow,
banned.
That will change. But essentially, because our swings are normalized,
What's wrong
and
with
we have,
directional?
I can say the same thing about what you're saying about
because
PCI.
it's normalized, everybody has the exact same plate coverage, right?
Again,
with the-
what's wrong with
the
directional?
this
What's wrong with
dynamic
PCI?
Coverage indicator, what it's
It's
representing is
it's
as the
cheating,
ball
dude.
moves,
I can say the exact same thing about
know
directional.
that in real
Does it
life,
mean shit?
if you're getting spammed with,
Okay, directional ain't cheating because you're just not used to it.
And PCI's not cheating either because you're not used to it either.
And help fight off pitches that might be off the plate. Well, you can't
I've
do that
never
for games, so we're allowing you to
used PCI. It's gay. It's distracting.
For you, yes.
A guy that has a high contact rating.
It's we can have this conversation all day.
PCI when you move it out of the strike zone. It is not going to be the same size as it is in the middle of the strike zone, but as it moves out of the strike zone, you'll see it shrink, but not quite as much as somebody with a lower contact rating. As they have the lower contact, the rating is, the smaller you're going to see that PCI shrink. Right? So really, the idea.
What's a little? No.
You have to understand.
No, no, a minute. What's this little dot inside the damn strike zone?
For 6
Huh?
million people that are playing our game.
No one ever shows the strike zone. The little dots.
That's Pci Anchor. You can place your PCI there with the left stick, and it will stay there until you move it.
What the fuck? That's retarded.
No, it helps you not. It helps you place your PCI where you want it.
Now everybody's battling with guys that are 125 an hour and 99 contact, and so it changes things a little bit, right? So we have to balance for all.
Right. And also, just to clarify, the gameplay team works on gameplay. The content team is all about creating the content and the card. So we work in tandem, but these are two completely separate teams. And this is all just about the progression of how.
Can we get a new legend at the end, please?
And to recap what you mentioned, the dynamic PCI
Can we give Ethan David Freeze?
David Freeze or Dizzy Dean?
really great contact if he's chasing the pitch, but
One of the two.
the guy in the batter's box.
Or
Now creating dynamic PCI range.
or Sandy Koufax.
What will be happening
Yeah,
in
I'm
real
bad.
life, while also at
Oh,
the
some guy said this Ramon guy is a scam. How?
Correctly, except for I would just correct one thing. We're not necessarily creating the dynamic PCI to extend at bats.
This dude said, I want to pay $70 for MLB 21.5.
Pitches off the plate.
So we'll jump in. Foul balls. Yes. How will foul balls be affected in MLB The Show 22 based off of just regular hitting changes?
You do not want to. You do not want to have 2K bring back MLB.
So, in
You
addition
do not want that.
to the scaling of
No.
the PCI range, we also take a look at all the data that we get back on.
I see no difference in graphics between the PS4 and the PS5. I see no damn difference.
It's just that they look more like the actual. They just look more like they do in real life a little bit.
This is implemented in the first place, and in addition have done some significant work to preventing those, or the ability to extend at bats. And don't get me wrong, the top users with good plate coverage indicator placement will have the ability to extend at bats the same way real life MLB players with good plate coverage skills can extend their at bats. But
Don't throw that in the chat, 'cause why not?
Keeping it within reason and realistic. We don't want 20-25 pitch at bats. We want true realism.
So, Gil, to wrap up, dynamic PCI range, the plate coverage indicator.
But this dude said copy and paste. Don't give them in your money.
Outside of the zone, right? So this was implemented for
Look at that safe franchise.
Well, essentially, it was implemented to make the game more realistic.
Franchise. Gameplay still the same.
The hitters
You
have
know why? Because Sony don't give a fuck about franchise.
The result of that was a lot of foul balls. Batters being able to extend at bats.
Ethan, this was pre-recorded. They're not going to look at your comments.
I know.
Win games in BR in the third inning. Right? It's frustrating when that happens. So essentially, yes, we added this for the pitcher's benefit.
I know who I'm putting on my franchise. Ron Howard, Chase Utley. Hopefully we get. Hopefully Randy Johnson.
You can't control that.
Hopefully.
He won't be in the game.
Something must have happened because either. Yeah, something must have happened. Either he didn't give them his actual rights in the game, or it had to be money issues. Were you kind of sad about that?
So.
Yeah, so one of the biggest things that we made adjustments to this year would be contact and power swing. And I'll take a step back a little bit and just talk about the implementation.
Please tell me y'all actually made power swing somewhat good.
Normal. And at the time, 10, 12 years ago, there was no online modes. Didn't have one.
As you said, March to October is an L.
Behind contact is
Okay, whatever that means.
2 strikes.
You don't know what L means?
Extended bats, look for your pitch. You know, you're not looking to hit a home run. I mean, you are, but you know.
What is that camera angle?
You're looking to extend that at bat, find the pitch that you want to drive, and can maybe
What the
drive
fuck pitches like that?
The contact was used
Chris Dale.
with purpose in mind. And now we
No, that pitching angle. What the fuck? I don't use pitcher.
more to your benefit.
I use strike
Any
zone.
different than the power swing that we had out there.
Why?
Because I can hit. It helps me hit corners better.
I always use the broadcast style pitching.
Fuck that. I can't use that shit.
Contact will be less effective on pitches.
Because I'm so damn
So Kyle, you mentioned
used to it.
contact and power swing based off of user stats and also just reevaluating that feature. That was put in the game about 10 years ago before we had
So I'm still using contact when I hit the ball. Okay.
We evaluated the way those 3 different types of swings work.
I don't use power.
A lot of people use contact.
Because it's the best thing to use that or normal. Because power, unless you get a perfect with power, it's not
Oh,
gonna
I
be
never
it's
use-
gonna be a flyout.
Oh, I never use power. I always use contact.
That's the best thing to use.
And normal is a very good combination of both.
Hell, even in the older games, contact was the best one to use.
On those pitches outside the strike zone.
We know it's a copy and paste, bitch. Most of all sports games are copy and paste.
Which sucks.
Just like the WWE games, it's a copy and paste.
Although the new one looking different. It hit different apparently. Dude, if they stay true to the word hit different, this game should hit different.
As long as we got entrances online and everything, and we got ability to add alternate ties and have elimination matches, I'm good.
When we did implement this, you gotta
We'll find out. We'll find out at midnight, Tuesday.
essentially X is what you use to hit.
We'll find out.
The other 2 things are very situational.
In 4 days.
Right?
Because as soon as that after we get done
With less than 2 hours.
playing the game, I'm making Jax Teller, creating a moveset, creating an entrance, then I don't know. Now, if I don't know if I want a stream showcase because of the copyright features. Huh?
I am.
I'll make Jacob. I'll make everybody anytime I gotta wait till Coldplay becomes available on CCE.
Oh, that's just in the career mode.
Marty, okay, I can probably make Marty McFly by myself.
Unless he's in the career mode.
True.
He's been in it since like 19, so.
Didn't they say you can? Didn't they say you can unlock whole superstars in a career mode?
I'm assuming.
So we're going to talk about Pci Anchor.
You can unlock that Seth Rollins, the Messiah attire in career mode.
Coverage indicator is not the bat. It's where that hitter
You can unlock regular Alexa Bliss in the career mode.
Factors is that there's some variation in there. Each PCI represents there's a natural variation that every user swing or every player swing in the game. You know, from Bellinger to Muncie to Utley, they're all different, and so we're reflecting that in the way that the PCI works.
Oh, he's gonna get banned. Just make another account.
What?
It's where the hitter is looking, and we're trying to give you a representation of the type of hitter he is. A contact hitter, a power
Man, this guy said I want A-Rod.
or is he an all-world guy who can do it all, right?
Absolutely.
Alright, so PCI Anchor. So if you played the tech test, you have probably used this feature. So let's break it down, Kyle. What exactly is PCI Anchor?
So first, watching all you guys and girls use the PCI Anchor was awesome. I love seeing you test it out, give it a try, watching where you're lost.
You actually like the Anchor, so.
And so for those that love seeing you test it out, give it a try, watching where you're locking on, it's really awesome to see. And so for those that aren't familiar or didn't get a good understanding of what the PCI Anchor does, you all can now preset your PCI plate coverage indicator while using the zone hitting interface to one of 9 different locations pre-pitch. To activate that, you click the L3 stick and you'll move it into one of those 9 directions that I mentioned. Drop it in that one zone that you like. For me,
those 9
it's
dots.
low and away because I can't hit a pitch
Cycle it through those.
that area.
Drop it in that one zone that you like. For me, it's low and away because I can't hit a
Well, from our
pitch.
co-op game,
That area.
you know yet.
It's hot.
I'm gonna remember that too. There you go. Absolutely.
From our co-op game.
So, one of the advantages and one of the thoughts behind Pci Anchor is, for those new users that are onboarding, that are struggling in one specific area, this is a really great feature to get your hands on.
That'd be cool.
And lock that PCI into one spot and get
Dude, that would be cool. A college road to the show.
those inside pitches. Or I like to do is because I struggle with that outside pitch, I lock on down and away, but then I sit my PCI in. So there's a lot of ways that you can really use this PCI Anchor to
Move it,
your
dog!
advantage.
And that's really important. You can still move the PCI, right?
Yes.
Even though you've locked it.
Yeah, and so one of the
This dude
cool
said
aspects of
franchise
that
is
it
way
kinda changes
better than
the
DD.
sensitivity around your input,
What?
giving you finer control.
This one guy said in the chat, franchise is way better than DD.
You're high. Way more people play DD than franchise.
You can get so much shit done in DD. What you talking about?
You need to go down about halfway to cover that area, which is a total game changer.
Franchise is pretty much a joke now.
Only franchise just a multi-season season mode.
Or maybe just move quicker to one side of the zone that you weren't able to.
Let's go over that one more time because that's the part of PCI Anchor.
Like, franchise is a joke.
So repeat that one more time about the sensitivity.
Yeah, to you, I'll still play it.
I'll play it, and then not play it for about almost the entire rest of the goddamn time playing the
What the
game.
fuck?
The example that I'll give is if you lock at the top of the zone, you have finer precision up top. You can more easily cover the bottom 2/3 of the strike zone
I like this.
with just a smaller depression of that L stick.
So us really bad thumbs, we'll go straight up in the zone and straight down in the zone. If I'm locking into that area, I don't need to basically press as hard as I can.
Right.
Sound perfect. So PCI is really intended to give advanced users more options to hit four different hitting strategies, right?
Yeah, that's also another thing to point out. So with it in mind, this would be a feature that beginners would block. But based off of the tech test and the streams that we were doing, it seems, and I'm very
Yeah, people start complaining about a copy and paste to the other game.
players,
Sports games are always copy and paste, man. What point that don't y'all understand? And yes, I want online franchise back. It has not been in the game since 17.
So I don't think it's going to be just tailored to advanced or beginners. I think it's something everybody's using.
Perfect. So that is PCI Anchor, and we already talked about dynamic PCI.
This dude said A-Rod is the greatest player of this generation.
Really deep dive
Smoking, yeah, he's smoking out of rope dope.
baseball hitting physics, how it works in MLB The Show 22, how it's worked in the past. We're going to talk about swing analysis. Hopefully there will be a few changes to swing analysis. We're actively working on it, but we're going to do some breakdown. So the first breakdown, we're going to watch a video, right?
Yeah, we're gonna watch the video, but if you want to learn about physics, I'm not the guy.
I don't really care about the new MLB game. I'm gonna keep it true with you. I don't really care.
I'm not sure I can do that, but what I can talk to you about is baseball. What we're gonna see here in these videos is we're gonna talk a little bit about exit velocity.
This dude said this game,
There's been some
without an updated franchise mode, I'm not buying this year.
how we're giving our
You know why I don't care about the game this year?
your exit velo's gonna be different. Let's just
Because A, dub. B, what if they cancel the entire regular season? What's the point of having a baseball game when you don't have baseball?
pitch down the middle. You need to be pretty much
This dude said he ain't buying because it's not an updated franchise. Dude, DD's pretty damn fun. DD's like the most fun game out of all of them. What can piss you off is the challenges.
That's why you get more exit velocity on the full side.
Right, so we're talking about just early timing inside pitches.
Yeah, so obviously, you're perfect on an inside pitch. Barrel your bat's going to be out. Inside. Yeah, so obviously, you're perfect on a pitch away. The barrel of your bat is going to be pointing to the first base dugout if you're a right-handed hitter, to the third base dugout if you're a left-handed hitter, and kind of. It's going to be slants back. So there's 3 different kind of layers to where you're hitting.
Right.
So essentially, go ahead.
I won't mind Ichiro
What you're gonna see
back in the game.
Tatis hitting a couple balls.
Dude, look at this. Everybody wants A-Rod.
Yeah, fuck that. Shit.
We need Barry. Barry's not going to be in the game. Because he doesn't want his likeness in the game.
Fuck Barry.
You fucking dicks. If A-Rod wanted to be in the game, he would. Yeah. He has his likeness in the game. He just, they need to put the money for him.
They're both good, right? You're going to have good, but you're going to have a little bit less exit velocity going the other way on a pitch down the middle.
So, Gil, we're looking at this swing graph. Can you explain what we're looking at?
Yeah, we touched on this stuff, but I just want to do a close-up view of this so you can get a better idea. What I just showed you in that last video was pitches down the middle. Here's a pitch on the inner part of the plate, and what we're doing with this graph, we're showing you where your bat needs to be.
As you can see, no one gives a shit. Because there's only 800 people here.
Damn!
And then on the right side, you can see the away pitch, and your bat angle is back. And you can see that both of these hits were outside of good, so one was probably early and the other was late, but it's just a good representation of showing you the bat angle when you want to pull the ball, when you want to hit the ball the other way. Again, when the pitch is away, you're going to gain more exit velocity being on the later side of perfect, and on a pitch's end, you're going to gain more exit velocity on a pitch. On timing, that's a little bit early or right on perfect, on the early side of perfect.
Yeah, really pay attention to how the green area is shifted. Look at the inside swing. There's so much more green area above the plate because that's an inside pitch.
Yeah.
Being just early on the inside pitch, it's not a bad thing, so you have more leeway there. When we're looking at the pitch away, you can see that green is further pulled back. Remember, swing analysis is 2 things. That swing.
This man still wants A-Rod in the game.
The swing that you just did, and it's very important. So don't just look at the contact. You want to look at that swing info, and I'm glad we took the time to break this down.
Yeah, sure. And I want to show you one more video, so let's get that up there. So before we play this video, I just want to explain.
But all you DD casuals want to know which legend is in the game.
And
Jay.
Demonstrate is
Don't leave that in the chat.
how important it is to stay behind an
What'd you put?
outside pitch. How I explain real life hitting and how it
Marky Mark.
almost parallel to our game. We want to stay behind the outside pitch. So I'm going to show you what happens parallel to that. This example here, you can see that I pulled it very early, so you can see a huge discrepancy in those miles per hour on the exit, 69. And that's because he's rolling over on an outside pitch. He's got to stay behind the ball. In this example, I roll over again, hit a ground ball to shortstop, and you're going to see a little increase in the exit.
This dude said no one played co-op even during the tech test.
And on this, we can see it did perfectly, and I'm going to generate the most exit velocity on that pitch. Okay, based on where my PCI centered up on that ball, X line drive into the gap, and I think I got 100 and something on this one. Not who it was, but you can see what I'm talking about. If you go back to thinking about those graphs, you can see that that angle being back and waiting on the pitch is going to show you how you're going to be able to expose outside pitch pressure if you sit back and wait instead of trying to get out in front of them. So just early on an outside pitch is not a good thing. Just early on a pitch
Wow, this dude said San Diego Studios is like EA.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't blame him.
What are you talking about? How? It's nothing like EA.
Yeah, the same thing the entire year. They both of them completely avoid franchise as much as possible.
Your ass is lagging.
So the first pitch here is going to be
You're lagging.
Both completely ignore franchise.
But what you're going to see here is
That's because Sony don't give a fuck. This is why they're doing it, because Sony don't want them to worry about franchise. That's why.
98, okay, so 98, and he's just late.
Sony is the same people that don't want it Days Gone too.
On this example here, you can see that I pulled very early, so you can see a huge velocity, 69, and that's because he's rolling over on an outside pitch. He's got to stay behind the ball. In this example, I rolled over again. The bat angle being back and waiting on the pitch is going to show you how you're going to be able to expose outside pitches and just crush them if you sit back and wait instead of trying to get out in front of them. So just early on an outside pitch is not a good thing. Just early on a pitch down the middle and that's a good thing. You're going to generate a lot of exit. You want to be perfect to a little bit late. So just late.
And your remember is baseball is weird. Round bat, round ball. Sometimes happen. You know, our game, just like real life, is the law of averages.
Your game is not like real life. What are you talking about, Ramon? Stop lying.
What?
She said our game is kind of like real life.
Is to make that dynamic. So understanding real life pitch expectations and whatnot. So, for example, a changeup is most effective when you're throwing that pitch down in the
people
zone.
are gonna be wanting a 99.
Not so effective when you're throwing that changeup up in the zone.
This is 99 Mike Trout almost every year.
And you can see highlighted in the video.
They're like, Watson, they're gonna be like, yo, give us a 99 Mike Trout with maxed out hitting.
You're going to notice increase in the perfect region, effectively showing that on a perfect pitch with an off speed, for example, a changeup, that size is going to be drastically increased. So, proper pitch
slider as a new player to our game or a returning player to the game.
Cool. Don't care.
On that slider up in the zone.
Swear to God, if I'm sitting through this and there's no new legend at the end of this, I'm gonna be upset. I hope there's a new legend they show at the end of this.
Significantly as you move up. Second, as you move that slider or that pitch that's going to move horizontally in the zone, you're going to notice less movement and less breaks. So that's going to be effective. So those sinkers up and in to a right-handed hitter, not quite as effective. That sinker perfect region is pretty dramatically increased going down in the zone. So we're trying to, one, convey expectations for pitches, and two, reinforce proper pitching techniques, essentially.
Proper pitching etiquette. Proper pitching etiquette.
That's cool. I like what Kyle said about that too. But one thing I'd like to add to it really is, you know, like he mentioned, it's really a good tool to learn how to pitch. So if you're moving that around, you're selecting a changeup, like you said, or a curveball, any off-speed pitch, and you notice how you go higher, it gets bigger, and then it gets smaller. If you're learning how to pitch baseball, we're actually teaching that. But the other thing too that I wanted to mention is that R region showing you exactly where your pitch can go if you do a perfect mechanic, regardless of the pitching mechanics.
Oh dear Lord.
So if you
Dang, what's up?
pitching mechanics, you do it perfectly.
Not much.
Showing you the
Dave, you can go. They put out all the new moves for 2K22.
outside the strike zone. And you
Yeah,
see
so about
outside the
that.
strike zone.
What, did you pre-order?
Even further away.
No, I'm actually waiting to see if it's any good. Like, if I'm gonna wait. My friend's getting it, so I'm gonna wait to see it and hear from him.
Guys that I play with are really
You gonna,
pitching, and they
or I could
can
just share play with you.
You won't be able to share play until the 11th.
go in tune. You don't want any of that ball to get inside the strike zone. You're gonna want to move that ball area
No,
outside
Ethan, because I
the
should have played
strike
20 with
zone.
Brian on early release date, and it worked.
It never works for me. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Proper pitching technique. Pitchers don't really throw a lot of change-ups in the zone. Two, we're combating exploits where people were spamming sinkers in the zone. So one,
I might hop on DVD.
Dude, they got some cool ass new move though.
I ain't looking at the moves.
Do they?
I don't know.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Go check them out.
Yeah?
They got a Rolling Thunder flatliner.
Yeah!
Rolling Thunder Flatliner?
Yep, they even got a
I
move
made
called the
a whole
F10.
thing!
They got a new
One's out in the
Claymore
freezer.
animation.
Was it the 3, 2, 1 countdown?
No, it's just running animation.
I think.
Ooh, creative moveset revealed. All new finishers, sigs, taunts.
Yep, check that shit out. Watch it and let me see if you like it.
Claymore number 2. I'm looking at the thumbnail and the Claymore number 2 looks extremely painful.
Oh, it does. Oh, where'd you see the F10?
F10?
Yep.
Is that from the top of the pod? Is that what they call the F10?
No, you'll find out in a minute.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, you're watching the movement, dude. I like that guy.
Yeah, I am. Alright, here we go. Oh, guess who's the amateur of the moveset?
They changed the outlier.
Rob.
A higher accuracy penalty on that outlier, as well as a small decrease in miles per hour. That's just based on all the feedback that we're getting from all of you out there, and yeah, we think that those adjustments to the outlier perk will just make for a little bit better cat and mouse dynamic at the plate.
College, thank you for that hard explanation. Remember, perfect accuracy region is introduced. Last year, it's been out for a year. We heard your feedback. We made some pretty substantial changes to it for MLB The Show 22. We also made some changes to our different gameplay styles and some pitching methods.
That's it. Time to play my phone, Bill.
So, going forward in 22, casual gameplay style.
Well, Dave, how you like it so far?
So far, so good. Avalanche Gutbuster.
Let me know what you want to use. Yo, let me know what you want to use as a new finisher.
A lot harder. I like that. You all got really good at that really fast, and so we needed to make some adjustments this year to make
Check
the
out.
particularly a little bit more difficult for you all. Off-speed gesture accuracy.
Oh, that's a nice DT, a backflip DDT.
Fastball's a little bit harder, and like always, we always reevaluate
Card
different
number.
pitch types like sinker, circle changes to make sure that they are effective and there's no meta going on in our community.
Right, and for our new users, when we're talking about gameplay,
Month.
it is gameplay difficulty. So gameplay styles.
Why
Okay,
are there so
changes
many
to pinpoint,
drop kicks?
easier off-speed gesture accuracy, and harder fastball gesture accuracy.
Okay. Okay, phone bill. You went out today. I better pay the motherfucker.
That's what I want to know.
What?
Why are there so many basement drop kicks?
Oh no, but they look good though.
No, thanks for hopping on. You're gonna want to hop on that casual. What we do is we help on
What the?
those timing windows are a little bit bigger. You tend to
Select state, Tennessee.
Oh, they showed the Claymore number 2. Oh, that's painful. That's a
Dave,
foot
you
right to
could,
the chin.
or Dave, although you could stay up and watch me, all of us play it, if you want to.
True.
Are you still going, is your day job still going to be all next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just once again, just generally competitive tuning. It's all based on
Make sure everything's...
Honestly, if I have a fin, it's probably going to be Claymore number 2.
Oh no!
up until now.
Only because of how brutal it looks.
Okay.
The foot going right under the chin.
Okay.
Like, Jesus.
What?
Our senior programmer who basically lives this stuff. He's done, and it's all based on
What do you mean here?
feedback. That so many changes go on, not just in patches, but throughout the years. So you're gonna notice a much better game in MLB The Show 22 when it comes to pitching and hitting due to the things that we've talked about and some other stuff that we haven't even talked about.
7.
100% right, Ramon.
All right. let's talk about fielding. All right, we've talked about pitching and fielding. Now let's bring it on home with fielding. If you played in the tech test, you probably noticed, but we've added perfect throws to every base. Right, Kyle?
You got it, Ramon. One of the things that we love to do, we put it in for home. We like to expand on features that we put in the game, and so the new addition for 22 is perfect throws to second, third, and home as well.
Last year we introduced perfect throws to home. Now we have perfect throws to any base. So Gil, the big question everybody's going to have is, what is the difference between a perfect throw in MLB The Show 22?
Hey, should I play Star Wars or DVD?
What the fuck you mean credit card bank? What the? What?
Winning those guys on those close plays because you had to learn it the hard way because they were getting thrown out. So when you can throw the ball on a dime and hit the and nail the guy at the plate, it makes a big difference.
We're gonna play some DVD for a bit and then go to Star Wars.
So now that we've incorporated this into both second base and third base, basically on non-forced plays, go ahead and roll the tape. What you'll see here is
This should be very fun. I say sarcastically.
Hall of Famer Schmidt at third, receiving some throws from center fielder. And on both of these plays, the first one you're going to see a good throw. So I didn't get perfect on this throw. And you can see the throws just like last year, off to the left. It was still a good throw, but it's not perfect. On this exact same hit, exact same everything, here's the difference. You're going to see the animations at third base are completely different. The way he sets up, how he gets behind the base and catches the ball right on tag, you're out. So that's how it's going to change this game, and people are going to start seeing it after they invest some time playing it over and over again. They're going to start noticing that,
game changer.
You're right, it is a game changer. And I'll keep
I mean,
saying
that's
that
something,
because
I guess.
In this example, we're going to show, I think, a hit down the line, and we got our legend at second base, Chase Utley, who will be receiving this throw. Again, here's a good throw. The runner's safe. You're going to see the exact same hit.
And that's a good throw on tag, too.
It's a good throw. I mean, it's just not perfect, right? So that's what I'm showing you, the difference of why this is a game changer. This is the exact same everything. Same route to the ball, same animation, perfect throw, right on a dime. Utley gets the tag and he's out. Okay, so what you can see there is exactly what we incorporated at home plate. We've now incorporated at second and third. And the really cool thing about this as well is it's limited from outfield throws to the bases. You can do this with your infield and throw into home plate now. Last year you couldn't be, let's hit more. But giving the user the ability better, this is a very, very cool competitive enhancement to the game, and so we're excited for it.
That's not all.
Yeah, these guys like it too, see?
So since we're talking about fielding, what happens every year is you grab some active players and y'all go across the street and you're in the motion capture facility for a few weeks. What animations were you specifically focused on capturing, and what type of goals were you trying to field for this year's game?
So we're always working on fielding efficiency. I think it's really important, especially for our top fielders in the game. I think this is another really good opportunity to talk a little bit about how the fielding system works. So not only throwing animations, basically look at every year's game. One thing I want to drive home to all the people that play our game is that it's extremely important for engine growth. You're going to get the most efficient throws in our game.
There's a new chapter coming out.
For those of you that don't know it, you have an opportunity all the way up to the catch attach. So when they catch the ball,
Chapter 23. Time to be Nemi.
What's important to also know is that fielding ratings matter. So if I got a guy that's a top tier player, it's 99 timer,
What else did you like? Your favorite moveset?
Hold on. Rob, there's a new DVD chapter coming out.
Oh no.
I'm sending the info to the chat now.
So Dave, have you figured out what you're gonna have? Claymore.
I'm gonna keep the Claymore #2. I'm keeping Hell's Gate as a SIG.
How'd you like that F10?
I haven't gotten there yet. Ends in 3 days. Blood Rush. 1.5 times blood points earned.
From where they catch these balls. The best guys are going to throw it right away. The guys that aren't as good are going to take one extra step, and even worse than that, are going to take 2 extra steps on, say, a running throw. And if you pay attention, you will notice that while playing the game over and over and over.
Oh my god, that's a lot of moves.
You know where you want to go with the ball. Press the button. Get your input in. This is going to give you the best animations for the player fielding the ball, which Gil just mentioned. That's going to change.
There's also Craig Superstar full walkthrough.
All very dynamic, and you're seeing it play out on the field here. But I want to get more specific with fielding. What else did you try to capture in the
Also, Dave, you have a hockey stick and a stop sign as a weapon.
Oh dear lord, nothing stop sign again.
Hockey stick.
Also, Dave, we got a new, do you remember that Halloween Havoc 97?
Yes.
We can get that purple Rey Mysterio tire.
Oh hell yeah, let's go.
So Ethan's game will preload Saturday and mine will preload Sunday.
My preload's at 11 o'clock on Sunday. His preload's at midnight.
Yep. Because he's an hour behind me.
Perks. I'm being an hour behind someone.
Dave, are we on the same time zone?
Yes.